What is it that you do when a stock is record overbought, like crazy, almost disgustingly overbought, or oversold for that matter? What do? I can tell you that for me, over the past 21 years as a trader, the absolute best trading opportunities that I have found for the most part is when a stock is either record overbought or oversold. And today I want to share with you one trade that I'm looking at. I've already shared this with our paying subscribers, but I want to give you a bit of details on this. On shares of Boeing, ticker symbol BA, and I'll show you guys here in a minute. It's just crazy overbought, and I want to give you a little bit of perspective on this. Just to be clear also, I'm actually very bullish shares of Boeing, ticker symbol BA, through the lens of sort of the longer term. I think there's a lot of demand for the products, China and so on and so forth, a lot of backlog orders actually for their airplanes, and that's all good. However, in the near term, the stock is crazy overbought. So let me show you what I'm seeing, and then we'll talk a little bit about how you can learn more about how to actually execute the higher probability to trade on this. So let's have a look. Here we are. Let's pull up the actual chart of Boeing, BA, right here. Sorry, I wasn't prepared for this. Here we go. All right, so this is shares of Boeing if you look at it through the lens of a multi-year chart. This is a daily chart, and I think everyone can see pretty much what's happening here. The stock essentially has gone from the lower end of its channel, so it broke below the lower end of this sideways channel in December 2018. Like most stocks did, they fell apart, but we've since then had a dramatic reversal to the upside. And there's a couple things happening here. So first of all, just so you know, when a stock breaks below the low end of its range, and then within a few weeks later, without taking a breath, and the stock never took a real breather, ends up shooting above the upper end of it, that usually doesn't sustain. So that's number one. For the most part, what you'll tend to see, the stock will tend to mean revert back to this point, and then maybe it'll go again, right? But right now here, this is crazy land. Also, note that this stock had a massive rally into its earnings report from, I guess, January 30th. And after that, it gapped even higher. That's this point right here. You can see how it gapped higher, and then it ran again. And just recently, just yesterday, as of this recording, rallied another 2% into month end, which makes sense because algorithms and a lot of chart chasers and underperforming portfolio managers like to chase those things that have worked well. Now, let's take a step back. I'm literally taking my camera and moving it back, and let's have a look at the lower end of this chart. And I'm going to make this lower end of the chart much larger so you can see this. And you can see that from a MACD, this is moving average convergence divergence oscillator. That's just one thing to look at. It's not everything. But the stock is literally record overbought. It's like literally never been this overbought ever, at least not on the daily chart. You can peel back the chart and do this yourself and figure it out, but it was crazy oversold in December, November, and now it's crazy overbought. Now, there's a couple things one could do here. One could go ahead and either short the stock upon a bearish reversal, meaning some sort of a bearish, like a down day or something like that, which we haven't really had yet, to be honest with you. Or you could do what I consider to be a super conservative income strategy. The strategy that I like to apply in these kind of trades are a strategy that made us last year 68%. Okay, the S&P was down 5%. With this strategy, expressing a view on this this trade here, on this same setup, is so much higher probability than just doing the stock trade itself. So to give you some perspective on this, I'm going to teach this to you tonight, Thursday, February 28th, along with my friend Josh Martinez. We're going to hold a special webinar on exactly how to express a view, in this case a bearish view, and then short term on shares of, for example, Boeing in this example, and how to do that in a much more risk averse, i.e. less risky way than if you were to trade the stock. So join us tonight. The link is down below, or in the email if you got this by email. Thursday, February 28th, 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific. I look forward to seeing you guys there, and again, just keep in mind, like when a stock like this goes this overbought, or something happens in a downside equally oversold, then you get amazing opportunities once you know how to look for the right opportunity. And of course, once you know how to actually put on a trade that's high probability. So in those situations, shorting the stock or buying the stock after it's oversold is actually not the best thing to do in my opinion. There's a very specific trade that we want to do, and we'll explain it to you in the webinar. See you soon.